Hello friends, welcome back to Code Tonight. So in today's video, we will see how you can implement RAG approach using OpenAI API and Semantic Kernel in your application. So guys, RAG approach is basically you want to use your DB and you want to create a UI where people can chat you from your DB and the response should be written by the AI based on your DB data. Now, previously, I also made one video where we were first changing the user prompts into SQL queries and then executing those in the DB. But now we are going to talk about more advanced way of how you can implement ChatGPT like RAG approach in your application. So here, this application we have is this is ASP.NET application, but you can use this in other technologies also. So first of all, let's see the DB that we're gonna work with. So here is one table I have with the company's data, and all we are gonna try to do is make one application where we can get results from these based on a normal user search language. Okay, just like the ChatGPT do. So here the thing that we will use for this purpose is called semantic kernel. Now, if you want to learn more about that, then you can search for Microsoft semantic kernel, and you will be finding some documentation about this, how it works and how it use OpenAI APIs and other APIs for your task. So if you go inside, you will be able to see like it is having proper demo of how you can do things. But now here we have implemented that as per our requirement. So I will show you how it is going to work. Okay, so see guys, now we have our DB and we want to search here something that is in natural language. So for example, I have few questions here, but we can also ask like show me companies that are related to aerospace. Now, it is gonna analyze your DB and analyze your question, and based on that, it is gonna prepare the response. It can work little slow based on your DB configuration, based on your system configuration, RAM, and everything. But this is gonna give you better results than any other method will do. So here, guys, you see like it has given me the companies based on the question that I asked. Okay, you can like modify the question as per your requirement based on your DB. So for example, like here we have founded date, or let's say we have employee count. So we can also search like show me companies that are related to. Now also you will notice like you don't have to really type actual words, like because it is AI and using OpenAI, so it can uh, correct those itself and then give the results. So now we are going to search that are related to aerospace and have employees more than 300k. So now it is going to again search the DB, and it is gonna bring the companies which actually have more employees than. So you see that like it is also showing the employees count here, uh, which have more than 300k employees. Now you can also, I mean, you can use variety of questions. You can literally use it just like you use ChatGPT or any other AI tool. So for example, like tell me more about, or you can say tell me about company name in detail. And like see, I am not making any SQL queries or anything. It is going to pick the DB schema and it is going to give the details itself. Okay, so now suppose you want this in the summary format, so we can also tell that give in summary format. Okay, so this is the result it has given. But basically, all in all, the simple thing is you can use it like the AI normally, and it is going to give results based on your DB. Now, question is how do you implement that? So first of all, I will provide you a link where you can download this solution and then use directly just by replacing your OpenAI key. But talking about the implementation, so we will go to your so we have only one endpoint here, which is for chat, and then we have one for clear chat. You can do it different ways as per your requirement. So when we actually send the message, it will hit this URL, and here we have our chat service ask async method. Now we have piloted the question that is we are going to ask, and session ID is just generally a new unique ID, so you don't have to worry about that. Now this thing is basically so we can pass the history also along with the prompt. So here we are creating all the history. Okay. Now the main part is here. So because we are trying to connect the DB, so here we have created one database plugin which will accept the connection string. So if you go inside the database plugin, you will see we have one function here, query database, and it has written everything about searching the DB. Now important thing here is we don't want to let them use the insert queries or anything, so we have strictly mentioned like we have to only use the select queries. Okay, so this is just your way of searching the DB. Okay, now we have not mentioned any table name here. Okay, so we will go back from here. Now since I will provide you all the code, so you don't have to worry about what I have actually written in this. Okay, so here we are using the kernel, which is basically the library that I showed you, which will use semantic kernel libraries from Microsoft. Okay, now the main part about this thing is this part. So, like when you ask questions, we don't know what is the query that it needs or anything. So, when you type here auto invoke kernel functions, basically this semantic kernel will itself decide what queries it should run, and also like if it requires running the queries multiple times, then it will do that also. You don't have to manually do anything. So all we are doing here is putting the settings here for the kernel, and then we are calling this chat service method. Now we will go inside this. So we have powered the histories and kernel plugin. So now we will find the chat service. Oh, this is still the chat service. Okay, so now we go down. One second, let me find where is the. Okay, yeah. So this is basically the method provided by your semantic kernel. Okay. So it is gonna give the response based on that, and then you can give that response back to your UI. Okay. Now you will also want to know about where did we exactly pass the OpenAI here. Okay. So here we have used the OpenAI key, and we are here passing it to the add kernel and then add OpenAI chat completion. So this chat completion is actually the same thing that we are using here for getting the data. So see, now we have one more thing, like you can provide the additional prompt based on your requirements. So here now your table can be different. So we have this method here, table schema, which will pull the table schema from DB and then pass to the kernel. Now, like once kernel know the schema, then only it can basically make queries, right? So for that purpose, we are passing all these prompts like to It is more like tuning the model to give better results. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. You can download the source code from the website I will provide you. So let me tell you more about that. So we also have one website codenite.com where we generally put all the sample codes that we show in our videos. So we will give you a link of the blog and you can open the blog and then simply, so for example, you will see something like this. You can go into the blog and then you will be able to download the codes. Okay, so yeah, I will give you the link now. You can let me know what you think about this, or if you have any questions, if you think it works, then share with your friends also. So thank you guys.